Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Yakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are teaching this truth with sincerity. And a shout out to Yakims out there in the four corners of the earth proclaiming this truth. I meant to say Rakah Kadash, but that got all mixed up. Brakathum. So, anyhow, this is the real news here. Not all that other poop shoot stuff about lambda, and fucking Delta. You know, all that other fucking shit is just nothing but fucking bullshit. It's all distraction from what's going on, which is the least of the flock drawing everybody in. So the Hezbollah commander was killed by the Israeli terrorists, you know, Mossad operations. They have been targeting all of Persian targets, so they say. They've also been terrorizing the people of Syria with their war of terror, you know, which is mostly led by Babylon, but the Israeli state has been wreaking havoc as of lately since they have a new commander who vows to wipe Damascus off the face of the earth. That's the real news of what's going on, not that other poop shoot stuff about lambda, and Delta, or any of that horse shit about harassing people by going door to door, trying to force you know what. They can fucking kiss my boot, you know, like to kick them with my boot. But we gotta be humble and just tell them to fuck off.
Hezbollah commander, IRGC senior official killed in Israeli strikes. Hezbollah confirms operative killed in Israeli attack in western Syria. Israeli strikes reportedly killed a Hezbollah military commander and an Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps senior official. The Kan public broadcaster reported that Hezbollah military commander Imad Alamin was killed in western Syria, and the Lebanese terrorist group confirmed his death. Saudi outlet Al Arabiya had originally reported the Israeli strike and also reported on another Israeli attack near Homs that killed Ahmad Qureshi, a senior IRGC official. A report on Saturday said that Russia intends to curtail Israel's military operations in Syria by supplying the regime of President Bashar al-Assad with stronger air defenses. Since the Syrian civil war broke out in 2011, Israel has routinely carried out raids in Syria, mostly targeting government positions and allied Iranian and Lebanese Hezbollah forces and weapons convoys. Israel rarely confirms strikes in Syria, however. The IDF has said it hit about 50 targets in the war-ravaged country last year, without providing details. Israel has said it is trying to prevent its arch-foe Iran from gaining a permanent military foothold on its doorstep.
And you and I both know, though, it's really all about terrorism, because that's all that Mossad does, you see. But there's more. U.S.-Israeli behind Najaf airstrikes. Iraq must respond fittingly, senior PMU commander. So, you know, they're asking for Iraq to respond to this. So this is intensifying. A senior commander of Iraq's popular mobilization unit says the United Snakes and the Israeli state have been behind unrelenting attacks on the resistance group, including Monday's airstrike on Najaf, urging the Iraqi government to respond fittingly. But, you know, as well as I do, that as long as you're with the Israeli state and Babylon, you have a license to kill, and it doesn't matter. You can just say that you've declared a war on terror, when really you are the terrorists. You know, that if you haven't learned anything about Afghanistan, which they're going to stay in Afghanistan. Iran parliament speaker arrives in Damascus on official visit. Yeah, because they really need to get together here because, you know, things are escalating. The Iranian parliament speaker arrived in Syrian capital for an official visit at the head of ranking parliamentary delegation for high-level talks on various subjects, including post-crisis economic cooperation between the two countries. The delegates' plane touched down in Damascus on Tuesday, and the Arab country's guests were welcomed by the Speaker of the People's Assembly of Syria. Before boarding the plane, Qajar said the visit would take place in Damascus. Formal invitation was to feature talks with the country's senior officials. So, pretty much though. Iran arrests Mossad agents plotting urban riots, terror, huge cache of weapons seized. So they were able to foil a Mossad operation. Just not the ones that are telling everybody to get injected. They're with that Mossad operation. Iran's intelligence ministry has arrested a network of agents with the Israeli Mossad spy agency at the western borders, confiscating a large cache of weapons and ammunition they were planning to use to provoke riots inside the country. So, pretty much though, they had seized, weapons including pistols, grenades, Winchester shotguns, Kalanov rifles, and bullets, some of which are used to make protests descend into riots, said the official. So, this is what the Zionist entity has been doing. At least the flock drawing everybody in. Pentagon chief deeply concerned by alarming surge in suicide death among U.S. troops. Yeah, it's called go straight to hell, boy. Because when you get back, there ain't no more need for you. So pretty much though, these terrorists, because that's what they are, they protect terrorists. Well, when they figure out what they've done, they can't really live themselves anymore. And it's good that they're killing themselves. We want Babylon to lose. Bunch of goddamn terrorists. We're fucking sick of Babylon. The Pentagon chief has expressed serious concern about an alarming spike in suicide deaths among U.S. forces. Yeah, because they're finding out, man, that they're part of the terror. That they are the terrorists. That pretty much, though, they're the murderers of the world, and they have too many. One loss by suicide is too many. Yeah, let's boost, morale. Let's boost morale. Let's support ISIS. Let's be the Air Force for ISIS. Man, people ain't hearing that shit anymore. They know that they're the bad guys. And it's about time that they learn to live with it. Or take the easy way out like Esau does. Because remember, wasted away as he is his actual name. DOJ declares vaccine mandates legal. So, you're going to keep on getting the pressure. These bastards are going to be knocking at your door wanting to inoculate you. And you just got to be the first to say, fuck you. And no fucking job is fucking worth it. It ain't worth it to take a fucking test. And it certainly ain't worth it receiving an injection. Because the Most High will fucking kill your ass if you fucking take it. You'll die like the piece of shit you are. And I'm talking about you 2/3, man. You fucking deserve every bit of the side effects and all. After all, DMX and Willie Mays will be the first to tell you to go and get it. Well, maybe they won't because, post-mortem kind of set in there. 3 major government entities, the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs California and Fuck City, said Monday they would require. So, there you go, man. Take this job and fuck you. I ain't working for you no more. You're just gonna have to decide where you stand. I'd rather starve than fucking deal with these fuck-offs, man. They can fucking die, man. You fucking take it, you fucking die. But don't expect me to join you in your suicide. Newsom vows California will have the strongest vaccine verification system in the United States, as mandate is announced. So eventually he's going to be mandating it. So, it'd be the first to fucking boot to ass. California will require state employees and all healthcare terrorists to provide proof of CV-19 vaccination or get tested weekly. Fuck Newsom vowed that California will have the strongest vaccine verification in the fucking United States. Too many goddamn people have chosen to live with the virus. There is no virus unless you get tested. It's a hoax. California will soon require state employees and all healthcare fuck-offs to provide proof of CV-19 inoculation or get tested at least once a week. You know what we say, take this job and fuck you. A tipping point. Government officials, health groups move to require CV vaccines for workers. So, pretty much the same thing I read. Oh, here's this fuck off.
including the American Medical Association, the American College of Physicians, all called for all health care and long-term care employees to mandate employees be vaccinated against COVID. Now, that is the healthcare industry where they are very much on the front lines. And these actions, in our view, are meant to keep patients and employees safe. And in fact, I expect our own federal healthcare providers may look at similar requirements as they do with other vaccines. And so we're seeing institutions, healthcare providers, colleges and universities, the NFL implement.
Yeah, NFL. Fuck you! Eat shit and die, motherfucker! Or fuck off at least. Oh wait, that was in a song. Yeah, I think it was called Fuck the World. And you gotta learn to say fuck the world, man. Fuck this fucking world, man. I don't want this fucking world. This fucking world fucking sucks. No, man. I'm bracing for the kingdom. I'm hastening to come to the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Sydney braces for another month in lockdown as a late night alert is issued for 49 venues across the country. I guess they're afraid of Lambda, or the Delta hoax. 13 supermarkets and the number of exposed shoppers in isolation doubles down to 14,000. So it's double time. They ain't never getting out of it. And the rest of the world, man, you know, eventually Babylon will be locked down right along with it, and you ain't getting out of it. Even if you receive inoculation. It doesn't matter. Still have to wear that fucking retard mask, and you look like the retard you've always been. A faint hope that Sydney would emerge from its CV lockdown has been cancelled, with worrying about exposure to Lambda, and any other shit they want to make up. CDC reverse guidance will mandate wearing of masks indoors. It has confirmed that the CDC is expected to recommend on Tuesday that people vaccinated for the CV resume wearing masks indoors. So, guess what? You gotta put it back on, you stupid fuck. You goddamn fucking retard. Now look like the clown that you were meant to be. As recently as last week, an agency fuckman said that the CDC has no plans to change its guidance unless there was significant change in the science. But science is pseudo. And pseudo means it's fake. So, you know, they just make it shit up. And, of course, you got Fucky, who made AIDS possible for everyone by sending it to all them faggots. Now, all the heteros, those bisexuals have spread it to all the heteros. Now all the world has AIDS. Everyone has AIDS. Yeah. Yeah, that Dr. Fucky. You know, head of the FEMA. Dr. Fucky claims that the federal government wouldn't adopt any new, confusing, unscientific mask or vaccine guidance. Yeah, well, there is no guidance, man, because you're all a bunch of fucking pieces of shit anyways. You expect this man to tell you the truth? Yes, you're going to get CV if you have these vaccinations. So here's what this jackoff said.
The various shots that people are getting now cover that. You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Yeah.
The various shots that people are getting now cover that. You're okay. You're not.
You can believe that, but would Satan lie? Watch Fucky, CNN, White House, Newsom, and Homo all ratchet up on attacks to the unvaccinated. Unvaccinated were the talking point of the day on Monday, with a slew of figures slamming those who have not chosen to take the kill shot, assigning blame to them for Babylon going backwards, likening them to murderers, and suggested that they are to blame for the more deadly variants of the virus emerging. So, you know, we're going to be the most hated because, no, we don't want it. Yeah. We'll tell them to suck our dick, man.
Given where we are today, and I think you've seen this, and those of you who have asked, we've confirmed this for, with the Delta variant, we will maintain existing travel restrictions at this point for a few reasons. The more transmissible Delta variant is spreading, both here and around the world. Driven by the Delta variant, cases are rising here at home, particularly among those who are unvaccinated, and appear likely to continue in the weeks ahead. And to get to the other part of your question, the CDC just advised Americans against travel to the United Kingdom this past Monday, given the surge in cases. They will evaluate.
So, it's the unvaccinated. It's all their fault. You know, pretty much. There's an active discussion to reinstate mask mandate even on the fully vaccinated. So you fucking retards that fucking took it, put your mask on and be the circus clown you were meant to be.
Dr. Fauci said yesterday that recommending vaccinated wear masks is under active consideration. I was wondering, where do things stand with that conversation? And then also COVID-related, considering the administration is not moving at the moment to lift the restrictions on travel because of the Delta variant, is the administration wearing broader recommendations on telling Americans, and I know there are some places like the UK, but don't go?
Well, first, I would say for any of these recommendations, we are always going to be guided by our North Star, and that is the CDC and our health and medical experts. So, as I said last week, having an active, it would be actually surprising and odd if our health and medical experts were not having an active discussion about how to best protect the American people. And there, of course, is an active discussion about a range of steps that can be taken, as there has been from the first day of this administration. Certainly, the surge...
Yep, lock it down. Fucking knock door to door. Harass people into taking a kill shot. And here we go. Here's even more from this fuckface.
Does the president favor restrictions for unvaccinated people when it comes to restaurants, museums, concerts?
The president favors using the CDC as his North Star and what the health and medical experts are going to advise on how to save more lives and protect people.
So no, he doesn't think that there should be restrictions on unvaccinated people like some other countries have instituted.
He believes that we should be guided by the science and by the data. And so he will look to his health and medical team to advise on...
Basically, he declined to answer. Then, of course, Fucky, the child molester.
Impact of the unvaccinated on the rest of us.
See, the attack is going.
Well, the impact, Jonathan, is that you're going to have the propagation of an outbreak that will continue to smolder. So you're going to have suffering on the part of the
you
people
spread
who are
AIDS to the world.
There will be some, not very many we hope, but there will be some breakthrough infections even among the vaccinated. So as long as you have circulating...
Oh, wait. Oh, okay, so the vaccinated are going to get it anyways. What the hell did you take it for? Fucking retard. Which leads me to here, of course, you know, I mostly wanted to focus in on the first article. As you can see, all that other shit is nothing more than distractions. But this is what's going on. The least of the flock is drawing everybody in. And it's mostly about a war between Persia, the United States, and of course Russia. You can see all of them are in line. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, talking about Russia. And I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. So a great militia. Talking about Russia. But guess what? Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmets, so they're going to be involved. Gomer and all his bands. Let's talk about Turkey. The House of Tagarma, the North Quarters, and all the bands, and many people with thee. All happening now. Be prepared, prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. They all have the missile defense systems provided by Russia. Russia's protecting, and is actually going to beef up Syria's protection against these Mossad terrorist operations as well. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Yashala, which is talking about the actual land itself, which have always been waste, but is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. And that is, you see, what's going to happen is all these places are going to get involved with it. Verse 10, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come to thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. Like the Israeli prime minister saying that He's going to blow Syria off the face of the map, and particularly Damascus. But at the same time, Babylon will be destroyed too. And thou shalt say, I will go into the land of unwalled villages. In other words, America will be destroyed. I will go to them that are at rest. You know, everybody rests safely, that dwells safely, all of them without walls and having neither bars nor gates, you know. So pretty much everybody's at rest over here. Well, guess what? This place is going to be destroyed, ultimately by that nuclear fire coming very shortly. So I hope all this has been edifying. And like everything else, we're going to hasten to come in a day, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, you know. And look for me on BitChute, because they're probably going to take this down anyways. You know, you can't really say a lot here on this platform. So look for the longer length video on BitChute. And, you know, what can I say? Fuck YouTube, you know. It was fun while it lasted, but the main ministry is now on BitChute. Because YouTube, they'll just fucking censor you anyways. You know. But guess what? That means that this word has gone out, hasn't it? If they're doing that, if the fan of the word is actually coming in, and we know it is, that means that this word has come out. So we're just going to continue to hasten to come in day, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.